All right, I've got a prediction for you all, and it is based solely on the fact that Donald Trump is so good. I mean this sincerely. He is so good at changing public perception of major issues. And this prediction is very simply that over the next few months, the perception of crime in major cities is going to start to finally catch up to the reality that it has been trending downward, and especially since after the pandemic, it has been trending downward precipitously. This is because the deployment of the National Guard in D.C. is going so poorly. Okay, Donald Trump told us that like half of all restaurants in D.C. couldn't be open because of crime, and people were saying like they couldn't wear their watches in public or whatever. You'd think that there would be criminals just falling out of the trees and hiding in every bush, and the National Guard would be busy all day snatching these fuckers up. But instead, what they're doing is, well, taking jobs away from hardworking Hitler Youth that watch Asmongold, and they're picking up cigarette butts and used beer cans. And literally, there are videos right now of the National Guard in D.C. just yucking it up, walking around with trash bags, picking up garbage, because the fuck else do they have to do in D.C.? So exposure to Donald Trump's plans, exposure to his actions to handle these kinds of issues, right, to handle crime in major cities, it always tends to lead towards his approval on that issue trending downward. And we can see that with the Epstein files, right? He's completely botched his handling of that shit. And we see that with immigration as well. Not only is ICE infinitely less popular than they were before because they've just been snatching up grandma out of the street and shipping her to fucking El Salvador without a trial, but public perception of immigration is starting to change too, with more people supporting a humanitarian policy, a pathway to citizenship, and things like that, right? So exposure to Donald Trump's plans starts to make people question the premise. And when people start to question the premise of, how we handle crime in major cities, why we talk about it the way we do, they'll start to see, FBI statistics that show, oh, crime is actually considerably lower, and crime is a bigger problem in big cities because there's more people there. Fucking shocker. So that's my prediction. Over the next few months, we will see public perception of crime in major cities start to catch up with the reality.